Welcome back to Let's Play Regalia of Men and Monarchs. Last time, we cleared a dungeon and made the masterwork weapons for the characters that we really need them for. This time, I need to pass a day so that I can buy some stuff from Hoxton. So let's go hang out with Signy. She's not available that often.
Your words?
Now let's buy some crap, because I gotta buy some materials.
My friend!
Resources. So I need 54 components. That's a lot of clicking. $27 gemstones. And 7 glimmer. And with this, and 2200 dialac, I can head up to Castle Lauren. Go into town construction. And I can upgrade the Prospector's safe house. What is with the Mystic's Tower? Why has that not shown up? That is weirding me out. So, before I worry about actually being able to make or get the resources, I would like to actually, rank up with Winter so I can make the Masterwork accessories. Oh man, Signy is available today, though. She's not available tomorrow. Is Winter available tomorrow? No, neither of them are. Signy is available Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and talk to Winter.
Hi there!
Right, this is just a spend the day scene. Who is available today? Mifune and... Oh, right, Riel. I kind of forgot about Riel. I can't get him up to be ready to rank up. At least. And then Signy tomorrow, max out, and then... Winter is available to rank up. I might not even be able to make any. I might take so long that I actually need to just immediately hop into the end game. I don't know. We'll see. Should have done this earlier in the game.
Your words?
It's hard for me to know when this is a rank up event. Is something up with Signy? Oh, I just get her bond quest next, I guess. Let's go talk to Winter.
Hi there.
So, perhaps you'd like to do me a teeny-weeny favor? Can I take a guess? Will it involve hauling rocks? Yes and yes. What? I was hoping for something less strenuous. Strenuous? That's just one small rock is all. How small? Well, a bit like this. Oh gosh, the relief. Go on. Up north, where my cousins like to play keep away, I heard that there's a thing known as the Gallimaufry. It's a frozen mess of bedrock, trees, and ice that extends into a mountain range, one leading deep into the dead west. Every once in a while, like, say, last week, the earth shakes, the ice cracks, and goodies fall out like sweet earthly pinatas. Rocks? Rare rocks. Beautiful, shiny, majestic rocks. Just imagine their noble luster, their stupendous porosity. Oh, yeah. Isn't the thought electrifying? I can't wait to name them and dress them. Let me get this straight. You want me to get bringing one of these rocks, right? Yep, 100% correct. Please, 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 can you, will you?
Okay.
Okay, no promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Oh, nice.
Spectacular. Hear that, guys? Make room. You'll be getting a new friend very soon. Wait, I did say no promises, right? Okay, is Signy available soon? Tomorrow. So then we can get her bond quest as well. I have a feeling we won't actually be doing a dungeon run today. Okay, so you're a persistent guy. Nate, I still don't know what the hell I should tell you. But I'm really, really not used to adoring crowds. Let's not make it any more awkward than it is already, my good sir. What about Boz and Lilka? They're good people. Boz is a good man, and I doubt anyone else would lend a roof to a bum like me. The man has a mighty large heart, almost as big as his bicep, I say. I'm grateful, of course. Now, Lilka, a witchy little ass, but she ain't half bad. She likes to play all tough and push old Uncle Shichi around, but deep down she worries. Remember, if you ever drop dead while drinking, do it away from my nice clean floor. Or not. Anyhow, my point is, it's sorta uncommon to waltz around talking to other people, especially when you're the boss. That's the point. You're big, you don't have to do it, know what I mean? Not saying it's not a positive change, mind, just a weird one. You kinda remind me of that one kid I met during the war. Fresh-faced, idealistic, kinda like you. He died during the first charge. Stood no chance. Last I saw him, they were making a shish kebab out of his intestines. Ugh, gross. That's gross. What the hell, Shichi? My bad, little one. Fighting ain't glamorous business exactly, but I am of the mind that there's no point in sugarcoating it, lest we forget, and then people die. Shichi, enough.
Right.
I guess we'll have to continue with the war story some other time then, because given your track record, I'm pretty sure we'll soon be seeing each other again, right? He is an interesting dude. Let's go ahead and get Signy's bond quest. There you are. So glad I found you guys. Hey. Did something happen, Ellie? You asked me to look into some stuff for Signy, remember? Well, I went through some books on the subject of the Kelra. Also, totems, animal cults, folk beliefs, ritual dances, travel recommendations, astral projections, spiritual euphorias, phobias, out-of-body experiences, past life syndromes, failed regressions, cake recipes. Well, I think I found something. See, the Kelra didn't keep themselves completely to the dead west. There were a couple of splits and disagreements, and it appears some of the less orthodox branches may have moved to Rashitil. They've all died out by now, but they've also left something behind, or rather an account of something, or a memory, or something. It's very cryptic. Explain, please. There's a place somewhere deep in the Festerlands that they used to call the Cave of Trials. That particular branch believed that each and every one of them had to confront their destiny inside, and that each experience made them come back changed. Confront their destiny, huh? Sure, most of it is the usual vague, spooky, scary stuff, but apparently they never abandoned their links with their totemic beasts. They claim that every Kelra was being called by something old and primal from within the cave. Interesting. Thanks, Ellie. Aw, no biggie, big bro. Glad I could help. Well, what do you think? That sounds promising. I am confused. Will that help me find my beast? I believe so, yes. At the very least, it's worth a shot. Then the course is set and the path is chosen. Will the duckling accompany me?
Sure.
Of course. That's what friends are for. I am glad. Let us face it together, then. My throat hurts every time I have to do Signy's voice. Let's see. I unlocked the Bulwark perk. 2 resists, 100 health. Ooh, 15 physical pen would be very nice, but I don't need to. Oh, what? I didn't craft 6 masterworks. Oh, because I cleared the dungeon and hit the level, probably. So, a friend for a friend, go to the Gelamofri. Undaunted, go to the Cave of Trials, and 2000 Dilac and talk to Esther. She would have been useful on the Destroy Spawner missions, but there's no real way to predict what kind of things you're gonna deal with in a dungeon.
We move now, yes?
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Alright, let's do the Cave of Trials, because it's the first one I hovered over. The approach to the cave, as described by Elaine. The entrance to the cave is just ahead. Are you ready? I am.
The ancestors are with us.
May the ancestors guide us. This is a combat, right? Huh. That's weird. Billows of nauseating miasma rise from the stale bog water as you step forth into the cavern. The cavern's walls glisten with the repugnant substances, rife with what looks like mismatched clusters of ooze, tangled ghoulweed, and crude precipitates of solidified mana. From within these growths, a sickly, organic glow shines through, lighting the way deeper into the tunnel. Whatever fate awaits in that damp, disgusting gloaming, you, Signy the Kelra, will have to face it alone. Onward. The deeper you get, the more the tunnel morphs into a claustrophobic landscape of razor-sharp rocks, shattered geometry, and grinding passages. The neutral, murky tinge of the cavernous surroundings betrays little, but your keen senses cannot be fooled. There is a clear impression of human presence in the air, like old, scabbed blood, or rather, a fading memory of many presences similar to yourself, scattered throughout many moons. The story presented to you by the duckling's kin seems to steadily confirm itself. You certainly aren't the first hunter to navigate these caverns. The mesmerizing patterns of stone culminate in a surprisingly vertical chamber within the cavern. Like a talon of a colossal beast, a seemingly unconquerable pillar of a regular boulder rises from the bedrock, towering above everything in sight. As you follow it with your gaze, you notice oddities, man-made indents, notches, scratches, and sometimes even tribal festoons affixed to its surface. The curious stone spire leads deep into the darkness above, into gloom and uncertainty, way beyond the limits of your sight. It seems like the only way to proceed is up. Investigate the chamber. A faint scent of wool lingers in the area. All around the pillar, someone or something went to the effort of raising small mounds of bones, gravel, and dirt, creating effigies of spirits that you do not recognize. Skulls of mundane beasts adorn the very top of each and every mound, be it birds, reptiles, or mammals. All seem well represented in these creations. For some reason, they all appear to be looking straight at the entrance. Straight at you. Not an acknowledgement. You are answered only by silence. Greetings, old ones. You're answered only by silence. Inspect the pillar itself. Though this place has clearly felt the touch of hands and feet of your kin, the pillar in the middle appears to be a natural creation. Its shape and size remind you of the great arches of your homeland, with all of its malleable rock and overpowering vistas. Smears and scribbles decorate its powerful base, long since weathered by the combined predations of time and touch. Yet even now, in this abysmal hour, you can clearly see that the meaning and reverence laying behind them. They mark a place of trials. Climb the pillar. The climb into darkness begins. One step after another, you push your bodily frame upward, onward, toward whatever awaits at the top. You struggle and slip and scrape, but your determination never falters. The ancestors are watching. A hunter does not back down from their prey. You don't stop, won't stop. You cannot stop. Ascending the spire, you find yourself in a chamber very unlike the one you left behind. Glowworms skitter around the cramped surfaces like a tiny organic firmament, fleeing as soon as you step into the overgrown cavern floor. Stalks of lichen, flowstone, and acrid shrubbery mar your passage, irritating the skin. The air is heavy with fragrances. It smells of musk and herbs and gore. A bright red scar, similar to a painted serpent or a lightning bolt, runs wide along the ceiling. Something about this place makes you feel weird, inhuman, but also, oddly enough, nostalgic. A stick. A simple charred stick catches your eye, its unassuming shape attached to what looks like a damaged clay goblet or brazier. The most striking feature, however, is the skull impaled on the stick. After a moment of confusion, you realize that it's not meant to be one particular skull, or any skull, really. What you see before you is a composition of many individual parts. Jaws of a viper, tusks of a boar, horns of an oryx. A faceless mosaic of creatures frozen in time. A house of spirits. The skull leers at you in silent judgment, its razor-sharp teeth forming a disturbing sneer. I am a Kelra. I have come to find my totem. You're answered with silence. Bow before the effigy. You bow before the effigy, but nothing of substance seems to be happening. Put your hand in the goblet, but nothing happens. Put your hand on the teeth. You put your hand on the teeth, and they prove to be just as sharp as they look. The instant your finger slides on one of the fangs, a little streak of blood appears, dripping lazily from the cut. You're bleeding now. Put your hand on the goblet. Blood drips down the goblet as you put your hand inside. Something begins to stir within, like an imprint of a hungry, ancient fury, sending vibrations throughout your body. You hear a hiss, and a thick, pungent vapor fills the air, engulfing your senses. The light of the glowworms dims and shudders, blending before your eyes into a twinkling mass of organic hysteria. The shadows grow longer, stranger. And suddenly, you realize that you are not alone anymore. A faded dark shape arises from the overgrowth. It does not move, but you're certain it is watching you. Bow before the shape. The shape wobbles and twitches, almost completely disappearing for a split second. A thought, a voiceless whisper of a message, materializes within your mind, resounding from within. Signy of the Kelra, daughter of Arbron. I am ready to be tested, old ones. Our lives are our tests, Signy of the Kelra. A life is a trial by itself, a journey, and yours marks you distinctly. You came seeking your totem, but the answer should be evident by now. Something bleaks within the shape. Can you not feel it? The voice confuses. Elaborate. You are the unyielding, the unbroken, the undaunted. The shape seems to be fluctuating wildly, changing to various monstrous silhouettes with each word. You seek a totem, an aspect that will serve confirmation for your existence, but it has been found in spite of your attempts, not because of them. More confusion. The incomplete rite that you have been undertaking for so long. What does it prove, if not tenacity? You are a stubborn creature, Signy of the Kalra. You do not relent, you do not submit, and you do not feel fear. As he speaks, something begins to grow within you, a sound, a thump of 1,000 drums, each a primal growl chasing your heartbeat. You try to say something, but you cannot. Your limbs begin to feel heavy. Before it dissipates, the shape offers one final whisper. The beast cometh. You drop to your knees, overpowered by this unfamiliar beat of your senses. Something stirs in the shadows beyond your sight, grunting, growling, no doubt approaching you. You struggle to get your head up, to prepare. You raise your head, but there's no monster, no colossal predator in sight. Instead, you find yourself face to face with a Rattel, staring at you quizzically. Your totem. Your beast. The animal nods sagely at you, as if in acceptance. Signy of the Kalra, it utters, its words clear and human. Undaunted. It pauses, its eyes betraying signs of curiosity. It seems to be awaiting your response. May we never falter on our path. You blink, and the instant you open your eyes, the spirit is gone. The chamber is still once more. At last, the rite has been completed. Signy's voice does a number on my throat. Alright, let's go to the Gallimaufry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh man. We definitely don't have time for a dungeon run. A chaotic congestion of ice, snow, and rock frozen for eternity in the shape of an inglorious wall. A debacle, a dysfunction, a mind-numbing mass of frozen chaos. Try as you might, you struggle to find the right words to describe this kilometers-long environmental non-marvel known as the Gallimaufry. Whoever named it, however, was assuredly right on point. Less of a physical location, more of a show of geographic excess, the Gallimaufry stands before you like Mother Nature's personal storage for miscellanies. Ice sheets, trees, and moraines, all smashed together in towering barricades of visual cacophony. Everything suggests that the Gallimaufry bows to no known laws of physics. It's a vulgar, multi-angular form, a testament to the capricious realities of Alfheimer. Can I take a moment to appreciate this writing? Like, this game's writing is super good, even when it's not just being funny. Further examination of that icy monstrosity reveals two things. One, it forms an extremely dense, consistent, petrified surface, and any conventional means of mining would be impossible. Two, true to Winter's words, you can spot a number of rather recent-looking cracks and crevices. If the area is truly as seismically unstable as she says, some interesting rocks may be scattered in close proximity, or even in the fresh nodes within the Gallimaufry itself. Conduct search along the southwestern walls. You decide to trek along the southwestern parts of the Gallimaufry, constantly on the lookout for suitable findings. Time passes, and although you've constantly come upon various common rocks, No, or do you? Winter might well enough to assume they wouldn't fit her definition of beautiful, shiny, majestic rocks. Or maybe they would. It's confusing. You don't say. Deeper along the rock face, the landscape writhes in elaborate shapes, its tectonic innards burst open and laid bare for everyone to see, chilled into clustered spires of earthly material. Solid arches of crystalline ice sprout from between them in worrying angles, erected by combined efforts of the elements. Investigate the material on the ground. Though you push your investigative and aesthetic senses to the limit, despite your meticulous efforts, all these scattered rocks seem the same to your eye. Boring, plain, and gray. Probably not the best choice. Investigate the protrusions. These earthly pillars of accumulated land garbage appear remarkably solid for what they are. Pile upon pile, you survey nothing but tightly wedged crust of Stygian dirt and ashen stone, right until an unexpected glimmer catches your eye. What you took for a lump of discolored mud turns out to be a golden yellow gem of unusual shape. Crude but shiny, enticing you with its lustrous presence. You're not sure what exactly you're looking at. Still, there's a good chance Winter would like it. Kick the pillar. Nothing happens. I don't know what I was expecting. Pry the gem up with a dagger. It takes some time to correctly wedge the dagger in the pillar. Nevertheless, the idea pays off. 3 or 4 intense attempts later, you retrieve the gem without additional fuss. Nice. You pocket the yellowish curio with glee. A gold-rimmed gem. So, 1, 2, 3, 4... Or, 1, 2, 3 days to get back. Or 4, I guess, yeah. Just enough time to turn these things in. I hope that Signy's available tomorrow. That would be super lame if she's not. Oh my god, she's not. Oh. Oh well.
Hey.
Hey Winter, I've retrieved the stone for you.
Aw, nice!
Let me see. Will this suffice? Oh, but absolutely. You never mentioned what kind of stone you wanted, you know. Yeah? So, I had some problems picking the correct stone.
Rock solid!
It's okay, really. You know what kind of stone this is, right? No? Oh. That's a Goldrum gem. It's popular in myths because it reacts naturally to the ebbs and flows of elements. Myself, I like to call it supercharged shiny amber. Pretty little thing, yeah? Indeed. Ah, that reminds me. Before you go, could you wait a bit? Huh? I need a minute. Don't go just yet. Well, alright. A minute. Many hours later.
Rock solid!
Done. I had to sweat and improvise a little because of that whole racial complete lack of creativity thing, but I think it might have actually worked out. Huh? What? You see, I've been thinking about how much I value our friendship, and how you don't have any bouldery friends of your own to return home to, and how maybe you feel lonely because of it, and, well, let's just say that cool stone was never meant for me.
Here you go! A gift from the heart. A rock buddy just for you!
You notice the rock was cleaned up, refined, and painstakingly enshrined a silver delicate framework, with surprisingly well-chosen decorative touches. Additionally, there's a crude smiling face drawn on the rock itself. Aw, Winter, that's sweet. Hey, that's what friends are for. Never mind that I had to bring the stone myself. Nothing, I appreciate the thought. Received golden memento. She's so pure. 5% ice penetration. A token of appreciation fashioned from a gold-rimmed gem. She's so pure. Oh my god. How can you not love her? Hang out with Shichiroji because he's available today. And I'm going to take a wild guess that talking to Signy isn't going to... Yeah. Alright, let's hang out with Shichiroji. You want my honest, unbiased opinion? What you're saying sounds like a load of crock. It's the truest truthiness. There we were, surrounded 10 to 1, equipped with nothing but farming implements. People say it takes a wizard to do magic. Flying dog, I'd say. All it takes is Boz with a shovel. Now that's magic. A lot of stuff was handled like this back when we were still mercenaries. Think of Crucy's head. Think hard. One swing and BAM! Ah, there's simpler times. A shovel would be insufficient, I think. Oh yeah, you thwack one bloodsucker and another one rises to take his place. And he seems to like the suckiest bloodsucker around to boot. Yeah, can a god bleed? Well, whatever. A dead can't. All funsies aside, the past is in the past. That's good. You agree, right, Bosh? Yeah. I didn't know what I was expecting. So, if I'm getting all these labyrinthine war stories right, I understand you were a fighter yourself? Of course I was. All grunt level, naturally, so little glory compared to folks in blingy gear. But I knew my way around a weapon, even if it wasn't always mine. See, I'm not exactly a role model when it comes to us dwarves of the Empire. The Mononofu are the guys you want. All honor, all steel arts, swords. Us commoners, sticks. Swords are strictly forbidden. Dignity is in short supply. But meh. It's not like I was ever an Empire kind of guy anyway. I wanted to see the world, you know? So I became a merc. Funny how fortune works. Back then I had all my teeth and even some hair. Now I'm out here with only rags and ills to my name, all washed out and penniless. And probably also relying on the kindness of my old buddies. Listen up, laddie. Indulge me here. Even though it sounds ranty, or rantish. I may not know diddly squat about anything, but I've learned this much. War isn't profitable. Not to the people who matter most, at least.
Sure.
I understand. I doubt it, but all I'm saying is war is easy when it's on paper. When you're in charge, you don't care about those who get actually fight them. But you care, don't you? You're puzzled at... Or you're puzzled at... Certainly not a typical bigwig, and I like that in you, kiddo. You're a new, different breed.
Weird kid.
Don't let that change, you hear me? No need to become one more ivory tower, right? And with that, the time has come. Next time on Let's Play Regalia of Men and Monarchs, this means war.